Now, NIO just announced today that they'll be cutting their price or their discounts which they're offering on their models. ET5 Touring and ET5 Mid Sedan, they're going to cut the discounts by 3,000 RMB, whilst for the ES6, they will be cutting the price for the model by around 5,000 RMB. Now, ladies and gents, you'll know that NIO has been giving incentive or discounts or trying to match the fierce competition, as many of the vehicles or automakers, they have been offering discounts. Like yesterday, we saw BMW, Mercedes-Benz saying that they are now withdrawing from offering these discounts, and their prices for their car will go back to normal. And NIO coming and cut these 3,000 to 5,000 RMB on some of their best-selling models. It is not surprising because the fierce competition or the pressure, it looks like it's coming down, which is something that is pretty exciting. You will know that for the ES6, NIO has been giving incentive or discounts of up to 28,000 RMB, whilst for the ET5 Touring and the ET5 Mid Sedan, NIO has been giving discounts of around 24,000 RMB. So it means that with these 5,000 RMB for the ES6, it means that the new incentive for the ES6 will be up to 23,000 RMB, whilst the discount for the ET5 Mid Sedan and the ET5 Touring will be around 21,000 RMB. So the discounts are still there, they are just reducing. In fact, one article that was talking about the June deliveries, it indicated that NIO increased the price for their ET5 Touring, ET5 Mid Sedan and the ES6 by around 3,000 RMB last month, or for the month of June, which is something that I think they have already started cutting the incentives which they are, of course, bringing or offering onto these vehicles, which therefore will be boosting, or will see margins boost from June, which is something that, of course, it is good, as that will take away the concerns of some investors saying that NIO might tamper with their gross margins. You will know that in Q2, or for the Q2 earnings, NIO is expected to report double-digit gross margins, which we are yet to see how much in terms of gross margins is NIO going to offer. So yes, ET5 Touring, ET5 Mid Sedan, ES6, EC6, prices for those models are going up by around 3,000 to 5,000 RMB, which is, I guess, it's not that much. I mean, 3,000 RMB equates to roughly around $413, which shows you that it's not by much, but again, this will improve the gross margins that NIO is generating on this car. And to know that NIO already is planning or is intending on reporting a double-digit gross margins on their upcoming Q2 earnings, this tells you that if already with the incentives or these kind of big incentives that NIO was offering, they are still targeting double-digit gross margin, it tells you that with this price adjustment or price increase on some of their best selling models, you will know that all these four models that I just gave you, ES6, ET5 Touring, ET5 Mid Sedan and the EC6, are the top four best-selling models. So all these models constitute over 80% of the NIO's total sales that NIO generates on a month-to-month. And to know that they are increasing on these four, it is something that is pretty exciting. For the other four models, what we read is that the incentives are kept at the same way. In fact, for the ES7, which is the least selling model, or the model that is selling the lowest numbers, they are keeping the incentive of up to 60,000 RMB, which I guess they are trying to push also sales or revive sales for that model, which we look forward to. So I'm happy, I'm excited to say that though this price increase will boost the gross margins, they will still be able to sell good figures, because the incentives are still there. They are just making sure that they at least increase slowly but surely. They increased bit by bit, rather than just implementing the strategy that Mercedes and BMW did of just saying they are cutting everything goes back to normal, which that will result in those people interested in premium or in the premium market opting to go and buy NIO cars, because discounts on NIO are still there. It's just that on some of the best-selling models, the discounts are not going to be the same as the kind of discounts they were offering previously. By the way, this price increase will be effective from the 22nd of this month. So from the 22nd, we can expect these discounts of around $400 to $700 increase on the top four best-selling cars for NIO. I'm happy. I mean, I'm excited because not only are we going to continue to scoop more sales, but the gross margins for Q3 would have improved. I think if Q3 it's easy, or we will easily go even further or improve further gross margins, which is something that as investors we want to see. NIO was once producing gross margins of over 15%, and that's where we want them to be. And to know that right now they are also doing things like producing their own chips, which helps improve their gross margins. I think this price increase plus there's production or in-house production of their own chips, it will make things even much better for NIO, which makes me to look forward to the earnings that we'll see in the next coming quarters. Otherwise, for their other models, the ET7, they are still going to offer 20,000 RMB discounts, whilst the EC7 and the ES8, they are still going to be offering around 28,000 RMB. These stays, they are not changing anything on these ones, which is something that is pretty exciting. Otherwise, with all that, I just thought I'd just give you this quick update. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, comment and subscribe, and once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me. I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. Do your own due diligence before you buy NIO for the very first time, as this stock can be quite volatile. Otherwise, God bless you all.